After Francis Ngannou's stellar debut performance against Tyson Fury, it looks as though he's set to fight Deontay Wilder next. Before the Tyson Fury fight got set up, Francis had talked about how a fight with Deontay Wilder was potentially going on. Francis stated he's ready for that. He's very excited about it. He wants it. So we're looking into that. That's something I'm very excited about. We even discussed a potential one fight in Africa and one fight somewhere else. Why not even the 2 fights in Africa? I can knock everybody out. I have to be clear about something. To hit that person, you have to get a clear shot, which is more about technique and experience I don't have. So I'm very aware of that aspect. Deontay Wilder had been hoping for Francis to knock out Tyson Fury, but in the process, he explained just how open he was about getting in a cage at some point.
I'm going with Ngannou for sure.
You going to Ngannou?
Yeah, man, I'm going with my brother, my African brother.
You think he has a chance, though?
I mean,
you and Fury are real boxers. He's an MMA guy.
Yeah, I know, but I'm Edo. This is my African brother, though. So he's Cameroon, and I'm Edo, so we back to back. So I got to go with that on that.
So your prediction for the fight, Ngannou versus Fury?
Man, Ngannou. I'm going with Ngannou.
Knockout?
And hell yeah, we're going with the knockout. Let's go, Ngannou!
Hey, last thing. There's been some talks that you're down to get in an MMA cage. Is that true?
Like
a James Toney.
You better believe it.
You're the type of guy you don't shy away from.
I love competing. I love doing what I do. You know what I mean? And my mindset is definitely on. I wouldn't say crossing over because I still want to do boxing.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna be doing. I can visualize myself doing both.
Right.
When I ain't got fights
like
in
James
boxing.
Toney. James Toney's kind of like an inspiration. He kind of like set the tone.
Yeah, James Toney did it one time though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Versus a legend like Randy Couture.
You know what I'm saying? A runner. I ain't trying to be a one-hit wonder, one and doneer. I'm trying to make this a career.
Really?
So boxing and MMA. I just talked to some people tonight. You know what I mean?
Let me throw a name at you that I'm hearing like this guy wants to fight boxers. Nate Diaz.
Okay, we gotta cancel. What happened?
Nate Diaz. Would you be down to?
Almost definitely. Nate,
you be down
me up, bro.
You be down to get in the MMA cage with Nate Diaz?
I'll be down to get in there with Nate for sure.
You think you could take him in the cage?
Man, we gonna see.
Michael Bisping has compared the punching power of Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder against, and he thinks that Francis has more power. Bisping stated, if one does land, Tyson Fury could hit the canvas because Francis Ngannou is the hardest puncher Fury's faced. Francis hits harder than Deontay Wilder without question. Terrence Crawford didn't see Francis having much of a chance against Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, and he stated, listen, that guy is a puncher. He's doing his thing in MMA, but it's different over there, calling out the top heavyweights of the world today. I don't see him having a chance with either one of those guys, and that's just being honest. Because one guy that you're going to get one shot, and if you mess up, you're going to be knocked out into next week for messing with, is Deontay Wilder. If he hits you, you're going to sleep. Deontay Wilder, he hits you, you're going to sleep. Tyson Fury, he went to sleep and woke up. I don't see too many other guys doing that. Deontay Wilder is one of the biggest punchers ever, so just keep that in mind. Malik Scott is Deontay Wilder's trainer, and he definitely thinks that Wilder packs a bigger punch. Malik stated, Ngannou's punches get there a little bit late. I think Deontay Wilder is the hardest puncher in the history of the sport because he gets there quickly. It's almost like when I used to spar Vladimir Klitschko. It was a game of inches. The kind of power that Vladimir can get from right here, like 6 inches, kind of like that Bruce Lee. Lennox Lewis had the kind of thudding power that could wake you up later that night in your dreams. Deontay Wilder is a mixture of both. He's faster than Lennox and Vladimir. If speed is power, with his power, mathematically, he punches harder than both of them. Carlos Takam was a sparring partner for Francis Ngannou, though, and he thinks that Francis' power is absolutely crazy. Carlos stated, no, Francis' power is crazy, bro. It's very crazy. Seriously, I really think if Tyson Fury takes that punch from Francis, he's not going to get up. I think Francis is going to win this fight, and the next one is going to be an MMA fight between them. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury really hopes that Francis Ngannou can knock out Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury stated, he's big enough to knock anybody out, but I don't think he does because I think Wilder knocks him out first. Wilder is the type of guy who's like a piece of kind of guy. So I'd like to see Ngannou chin him, knock him spark out, but I don't think he would. Tom Aspinall likes Francis' chances against Deontay Wilder. Tom stated, I would love to see him and Wilder because it's just two massive guys who can just punch holes in walls. It's ridiculous. I would love to see that. Boxing is a funny old game, isn't it? It's a funny game. No one wants to fight each other. It's very bizarre. And if they do, they want $20 million for it. So it's ridiculous. I would definitely be tuning in for that. Ngannou and Wilder, that would be excellent. Joe Rogan really loves the idea of Francis versus Deontay, and he sees it being extremely violent.
They're talking about him and Deontay Wilder now. Talking about him and Deontay Wilder in a boxing match.
That would be violent.
It would be violent. You know, Deontay can be hit, but Deontay hits people.
Hits hard, bro. Don't talk about trying to find your equal. You found him.
Yeah.
That last knockout he had, it looked like a jab.
Moving away.
Moving away.
Moving away. Think.
Yes.
And the dude's stiff.
Stiff as a board.
Yeah. He's got that gift of God. When he knocked out Luis Ortiz, like,
Stiff touch.
Just right to the forehead. Blap! And you see, like, Ortiz on the ground going, what the He hits guys, and it's like they've never been hit like that before. You can see the look in their eyes.
Deontay's been very open about facing Francis in the ring and octagon, but it looks as though talks have been going on longer than anyone thought. Deontay stated, "We talked about it when he was with Dana White. Me and Dana sat down and talked about it. I told him if it makes money, it makes sense. I'm very interested in it. If he wants a showdown, then let's do it. Let's make it a 2-fight deal. Everybody always comes to boxing. Let's do this. You come to my sport, I'll come to yours. You come to my house, I'll come to yours. I'm a true warrior. I'm serious about that too. I want to do something different since everybody's doing this crossover between combat sports." Joe Rogan thinks that Deontay's power is otherworldly.
If you think about guys like Deontay Wilder, who's arguably the greatest heavyweight knockout artist ever. Deontay Wilder, at one point in time, I think his record was roughly somewhere around 39-0. But anyway, he beat him by decision in the first fight, and then he KO'd him in the second fight. And the KO in the second fight is crazy. He's got his hands down, standing in front of him, and he just walks towards him and cracks him. He's a guy that won a bronze medal in the Olympics a year and a half in training. Like, his power is just like from God. It's like he's a from God power.
Deontay or
Deontay?
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou plans to make sure that he isn't the one to lose his head in a fight against Deontay, and he stated, "I think somebody will take somebody's head off. I would just try for it not to be mine. I think that's probably what's going to happen. I have made a decision. Without making a done deal, I know what my next move is going to be. I know that I want to fight boxing first, and then after that, I'll fight MMA. I'm going to sign with one MMA promotion." Francis Ngannou's now supposed to be ranked by the WBC, and he's open to going through a rematch with Tyson Fury at some point if all parties are ready. Francis stated, "I'm just a fighter, and I'm ready to fight anytime soon. We can run it back again, and I'm sure I'm going to get better. This was my first boxing match. Great experience. I'm not giving any excuse. I know I came up short, but I'm going to go back and work harder. With a little more experience next time, a little more feeling of the game, and come back even stronger. Because at first I was a little nervous. This new sport that I never did, that I don't really feel it. Now I know I can do this. Now, baby, get ready. A wolf in the house. I'm going to bite some sheep." Malik Scott was impressed by Francis in his fight against Tyson Fury, but he didn't think that Francis did enough to win. Malik stated, "Ngannou, to me, he did so much better than so many people anticipated him to do that. But you gotta keep things in perspective. In the second half of the fight, Fury's jab took control of the fight. Ngannou couldn't really do anything with him, and he went back to his corner and his trainer told him, you can't just let him jab you like that. I thought he did really well. I didn't think he won the fight, but I thought he did very well. I think he's being praised more because it was Ngannou's first fight. I wanted him to win, but I didn't think he was going to win. My prediction was fair." Well, according to Malik, talks are going on for a fight between Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder. Malik stated, "We're already in communications about it. He's an option now, and we're going to see where things go. Yeah, absolutely. Personally, I believe he's willing to do good business. I talked to Deontay about it. I believe he's right there to be hit by Deontay." He's mature and poised, and for a guy with no professional fights as a boxer, he's still big and strong. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.